Hello and welcome to my RTSL game versus Ziemowit, uh, who I will be facing as the USSR. And yeah, this is an exciting one. We're, uh, let's say, in two different places when it comes to our RTSL position. We're both in Stalin, of course, but he's currently still technically fighting for a possible victory of RTSL, which is possible if he wins all three games he has left. And I am currently fighting to not get relegated, which is not the place that I wanted to be in at this point, but what am I gonna do? This hand is mediocre. It's not terrible. This looks like defectors set up from him. It could be, I mean Marshall, but it could be defectors, or Perch, or it could be both. But I think it's Marshall. Suez is probably the best shot I've got. Unless I want to go for Italy, but I don't think so. I think Suez plus Queen Iran is better. He will have access from Turkey, but I think it's still correct. If I coup Italy after socialists, I need 3. If I need a 5. Yeah. Let's just do this. Okay. I don't have many tools to fight for Asia domination, unfortunately. Or more precisely, I don't think I have any reasonable tools to fight for that. But okay. This is a terrible start. I didn't achieve anything and I have little ops left, no good events too. So that's a really bad sign. I also didn't get access to Pakistan and I believe I will not get it this turn. Unless I enter Afghanistan, but it doesn't look like I can afford it. So Asia is probably a lost cause. Europe and Middle East are too, by the way. It's just not much going on for me this game so far. I guess a lot depends on the position of Decol and Distal. I guess I could try holding blockade, because if I get Purge turn 2 and defectors, let's say, maybe I can try to sneak in West Germany takeover. Of course he doesn't have Middle East and I cannot do anything about Europe even if he has it. So I know I don't have to care about any scorings except the Asian one. So I guess if he doesn't do any suspicious moves that set him up for Asia domination, I guess I could just event capture Nazis. I feel like it's pretty safe here. Another 4-up, reasonable. Okay, since... Well, okay, so... I think it's reasonable to enter South Korea right now. I know that Ziemowit is not as big of a fan of immediately eventing Korean War. So... I think it's reasonable to enter it before he does anything weird. And of course he doesn't know that I have Asia, so I doubt he would want to do anything weird, like rushing India and entering Malaysia at the same time. Also, to do those things you would have to be even more wealthy than he already is, so... Yeah, of course he got decal, of course he succeeded in the space roll. Sure. I could take my shot and coup Pakistan with East European unrest now, I guess. The problem is that I still don't get domination, even if I succeed at that, unless I want to spend the China card, but I probably don't. So that would be just for the sake of future gains. I don't think this is correct, especially with him still needing to get Milops somehow. I don't think I want to lower the defcon. So I guess I will just drop Asia now. Crazy. Okay, he also had Fidel, so now CIA is a DEFCON suicide card. Sure. Okay, let's give him East European unrest before he coups Iraq and rolls a6, which is going to happen sooner or later. I want to grab a Middle Eastern presence anyway, so I can just as well do it right now. Okay, he got UN. And Korean War, yeah, as I said, he had it. But waited with eventing it. And decided to not event it at all. Captured Nazis are reasonable. Now I guess I could go for blockade. Because now it denies him his last AR. So... Although it loses some value, especially if he draws distal turn 2. I guess now it surely gives me some value, and I will surely do it if he doesn't coup immediately. If he doesn't coup now, then eventing blockade either kicks him out of West Germany or denies him Milops, so... Let's see if he coups now or not. So what are we looking for? 5-year plan, distal and purge. And maybe in the Pakistani war, but that depends on whether we hit it or not. Are you serious? What the fuck is this hand going? Like what's going on? Okay, sure. That's a lot of... A lot of stuff there. Oh, he didn't have it, okay. Yeah, good rolls, good rolls. Uh-huh, 0 4-ups, CIA mandatory. Yep, went basically as well as it could have. No 5-year plan, no distal. No purge, so perhaps I'm getting purged too. Oh, I guess let's see. I guess I could start with Indopec. Middle East, okay. Yeah, another one, that makes sense to be expected. Sure, get rid of this. Didn't have Nasser, so that didn't matter anyway. It's not like I could have done anything about it. Another great roll. This hand is so shitty that the best thing I can do with it is queuing Vietnam, I guess. I could fight for West Germany, but first I would need to get rid of Truman. Especially when he knows my hand, because of the CIA. So for now it's kind of out of the question. Nice, another 4-up. Makes sense. Yeah, I guess nothing to see here. Let's just keep going Vietnam. Maybe I will get lucky at some point. Oh, that's perfect! Now I can't even keep going Vietnam because he's no longer there, so I kind of solved his problem for him. That makes sense. Alright, I think at this point it stands to reason that I should probably coup Panama, and if I succeed I should enter Colombia ASAP and just hope that I win the coup over. I don't think there is a better approach to this game at this point. I still have independent Reds, so let's say I will go to Austria. If he lowers the DEFCON now, I guess I could coup Pakistan. Maybe if I get lucky there, I can take Pakistan and India. So then at least I will have some advantage in Asia. Probably no way to get domination since he got all my access cards, but... yeah, that makes sense. Sure, let's try coupping probably. Or maybe not. Like, is there a point of putting ops anywhere? I guess I could... like, I could play independent rest to Korea or something. The question is, do I want to coup Libya for the sake of kicking him out of Egypt and Libya, like to just secure the western part of the Middle East? The problem is that if I don't succeed, I've just wasted another coup. If I do succeed, then he just coups back and gets an easy coup target. So the only good scenario would be if I succeed, like, I roll a6, then he rolls a1, and then I coup Panama and roll a6, right? So something like that. So that's of course not gonna happen. And Nasser is still in the deck, so him going to Egypt is not that bad. Then I guess I will just take South Korea. I probably want to play Command Con and the goal before the reshuffle. The problem is I don't even have good places to play them into. It's just... I could event the goal, but that doesn't look good. And I don't want to give him a good coup target yet. So I guess I can hold containment maybe. I will event Romanian because I will just assume that I can get distal, and if I get distal I need ops. I have 0 ops on the map. Like you can see, I have no influence on the whole map, like none. So even if I get distal, I don't really have any influence to take from to get the fuel. So I guess I will play Romanian for an event to be able to use the event somewhat efficiently if I am lucky enough to get it. It doesn't look like it, but who knows. Okay, looks like he doesn't have Europe, so I still can technically get 5 permanent Europe. It's possible. You just skipped a turn. Sure, then let's take Iraq. Okay, he somewhat succeeds even here. Yeah, sure, let's start fighting for Panama, I guess. Nice. Went just as well as I expected.
Our efforts are made in the belief that men and nations can cooperate, and that there are no international problems which men of goodwill cannot solve or adjust.
Okay, let's see. Distal Purge, 5-year plan Europe. Okay, Distal Purge. I didn't get 5-year plan but got Europe, which is the worst combination possible of those two cards, but getting Distal is great, getting Purge is good as well. Getting defectors means that I can do whatever I want with the headline. 5-year plan and the duck and cover in his hands are scary. Duck and cover not that much, but 5-year plan is scary. He can snipe good cards out of my hand, especially Distal. I wonder if he wants to headline it though, if he wants to try it before, because he can just as well get Europe out of my hand, which would be terrible for him. I technically control more battlegrounds in Asia than he does, so I could technically go for like Laos and Indonesia and score a domination, but that looks like a really high cost, really high price to pay. If he didn't enter Burma, then maybe I could go for Thailand control with Distal or something silly like that, but now it doesn't make sense, I don't think so. So probably the best shot I get at playing this game is lowering the defcon and then just distalling after that. Also, he doesn't know I have Asia, and it doesn't look like I will be able to get anything done with Asia. So I guess I could purge him, coup Panama. If I purge him, there's like almost no way he can get Asia domination. He would need to like redraw another 4-up and then play it into Thailand and India. Like, come on, that's not gonna happen, right? Sure, let's go for it. Duck and cover, okay. Yeah, let's go Panama. Wow, first decent roll of this game, cool. That's something to appreciate. Let's see if he tries the 5-year plan thing. Oh, of course. My bad. Okay, sure, he wanted to secure Angola, so he didn't take India. So now I will give him Asia for 0, and he will take Zaire too, because if he gets another 4-up, then sure, like nothing I can do about that. At least he was kind of forced to enter Angola by distal presence, so he needed to do that. Now he can still 5-year plan, by the way, but this is always a risk for him, right? That's why it's good that I have Europe in hand, in a sense, because now when he tries to snipe distal with 5-year plan, he's risking taking Europe instead, so it's not clear if he wants to risk that. Yeah, I'm not getting Nasser. Oh, I'm not getting decall. Oh my lord, he redrew decall and he redrew UN, so I don't know, man. Okay, so I'm clearly not dropping Europe before distal, because then I'm just inviting him to troll me, like I said. So I will just grab everything I can. At least the only good thing about him redrawing decall and UN is that now I will be getting Nasser and Arab Israeli, technically, if that's worth anything. So that's something to be happy about, I guess. Okay, NORAD, Mexico and Mexico. Okay, so now I cannot take it, so let's just play around in the silly realignments, I guess. Yeah, nothing silly can happen in Europe. Three cards left. Nasser, Arab, Israeli, and 5-year plan. Like, please just 5-year plan me. Come on. Ah. Realignment where? Panama? Cuba? Cuba, and he succeeds. Sure, whatever, just take this. It's not like he's gonna enter Cuba now. Probably. I would guess so. Don't know why he would want to do such a thing. 5-year plan. Makes sense. I would probably do the same. Yeah, grab Venezuela, Argentina, Cuba. Wait, let's think this through. Oh no, the bug is back. Okay, so the safest play against VOA... Okay, there is no safe play against VOA, let's be realistic. VOA fucks me over anyway if he gets it, so let's assume he doesn't. Getting one into Cuba is always good. Taking Venezuela is kind of needed. I could probably put one into Brazil, so this kind of plays against Brushware if he gets it. I think this is reasonable. Okay, let's do it like this. And now he gets a 2-up. He can space it. He can take Jordan. He spaces it, okay. Okay, he fails. Okay, let's see. Junta? Nope, no Junta, but Panama Canal and OAS. Interesting, interesting. Very reasonable. Liberation theology from good events. Another shitty hand with no 4-ups. Cool. Can I use arms race? I guess I technically could, so the pattern would be to go liberation into coup of Zaire into arms race event, I guess, but with this shitty hand I'm not sure if I want to event arms race even if I am able to. And there is also the Cultural Revolution, which is also a good card, but again, I'm not sure if I want to event it or not. Probably not. Unless I play the China card and then event it. I mean, that's obviously the way, but to do it, I'm not eventing it for 1 VP. But why would I do it? Again, no access to Thailand. I guess I could play China as a 4-up if I am forced to somehow. Okay, there is no better headline than this, so let's just see. He gets grain sales right away. Okay, at least he didn't hit anything good. Let's see how he uses it. I bet he's going to give it back to me, unless he events it himself. But there's no way he uses it to coup Nigeria. I think he just returns it to me and coups Nigeria. I think that's the most probable way to handle. He will handle things. Yeah. So now I'm fucked in Africa even more. Kinda whatever. Cannot do anything about that. So I guess I can at least. No. Sure, let's do this. This plays a little bit better against Missile Envy. Unless I use the China card right away. Like, maybe I actually do use the China card here. Whoa, please. Hey! Stop doing that. Thank you. I don't feel like using the China card here, honestly. And I can still get mill-ups, sure, let's just... Or like, is it... I don't even know what's worse to give up in case of missile envy. Sure, let's do it like this. Okay, that sucks. I have no access to Egypt, so it's not like I can fix that. I could stop the domination by taking Saudi Arabia, but that does it only temporarily. I think it's worth to start with a coup to get the mill-ups. Okay, I'm not even sure if that's good that I hit it or not. Now he has a coup target, but he didn't need a coup target this turn, and he could produce it if he wants it for the next turn, for example by entering Guatemala, so I guess that's fine. And now he will just take Algeria and Egypt, most likely with a 2-up, and yeah, nothing happens. Oh, he takes Laos instead. Interesting. Maybe he has Southeast Asia. Sure. I will take it myself anyway. I will enter Venezuela and take Tunisia. So entering Venezuela is of course reasonable as a setup for Panama Canal and as a defense against VOA, so that's pretty obvious. So now he probably takes Egypt and an African non-battleground, and maybe Indonesia, since he took Laos, Cambodia, and Indonesia is basically the same thing, so he may be willing to do that as well. John Paul for ops, okay. Yeah, Vietnam, the same. Same thing. I guess I'm not fighting for Israel. I don't feel like that's realistic. So I guess I could just take Chile. If he wants to take some measures to stop my South American control, then he may do it now. It's interesting that he didn't feel the need to get a non-battleground in Africa. That's weird. Okay, he clearly has Southeast Asia and he just assumed that I don't have Africa, and as we can see, he was absolutely correct in that guess. So yeah, good job to him, I guess. Then I won't be couing an African non-battleground with Panama Canal since he didn't enter any. So I guess I will just play Panama Canal right now so I don't have to care about it later. He can drop Southeast Asia, scoring now for 8 fucking points. Yeah, hardly surprising. Sure, let's cement position in Central and let's do the same thing in South America with Kennedy. Unless he forces me to respond somehow. It would be awkward if he entered Guatemala now. Yeah, Cambridge. Okay, he just takes that. Well, if he has Africa, then good job. Not like I could have done anything else. Like, okay, I could break Algeria. Do I care? He didn't discard anything. He has 2 good cards in hand. Okay, sure. I guess that kind of explains his behavior with Africa earlier, then I guess I can assume he has Africa. Let's see it. I kind of believe that it can be the case. Or he just has a good AR7 play, maybe he just has Bear Trap and... or... yeah, Brezhnev. Okay. Yeah, that's reasonable. Okay, good scorings, good events. I'm afraid it's too little too late, but maybe I can work with it. If he headlines Africa and I use ABM, I could, let's say, Zaire successfully, because with ABM I will have to quit successfully. Then he gets 3 for domination and 3 advantage of the battlegrounds, that's 6, so I technically don't lose. What do I lose to? What do I lose to? Okay, I guess ABM is the only reasonable headline that saves me from Africa. I mean, the brushword does it on 50-50, so that's a joke. Let's go for ABM. Defectors are gone anyway. Yeah, he had basically the best thing he could have. Sure. I think I still just coup Nigeria, right? Okay. Good thing that I have brush war, that means he won't have brush war. He will probably lower the defcon with junta. Okay. That didn't work. I still can't lose, technically. I mean, in this move. So I guess I could just do something like this. Or I could use special if I want a bigger card. No, okay, I cannot give up a VP when it's unnecessary. So let's just do this. If he wants to realign me in Mexico, then yeah, go for it. Yeah, if you succeed, then good job. I really need to go for something here, so... maybe he rolls like a 1 and I roll a 6 on every single realignment and then I'm still fine. Let's see it. Yeah. Okay, nice. Exactly what I needed. So I'm still playing the game. Hey, cool. Okay, so he gets the presents. Now... oh, where is Che when I need him most? Okay, special looks really harmless. I will just give him special. And Kubek. He rolled low, so I guess I can just try to take it back. Okay. Now if he wants to quit again, then he's welcome to. Then I guess I will not oppose anymore. One small step is still in the deck, so... oh, come on. Yeah, right. And then he will call other people Mr.'s big spenders. What the hell? Sure, I guess okay, so my domination in South America is safe and I want to brush for something, and probably the best target to brush for is Algeria. Or Italy? Maybe? Maybe? But I think it's Algeria, honestly. So I think that cooing Saharan states is a good thing to do now, because it kind of lets me set up a better potential brush war there, so... Okay, that's good. He's looking for lone gunman in South America scoring, unless he has lone gunman, but let's not be too optimistic. Yeah, of course he hits it, why wouldn't he? I have learned to expect only bad things. However, it's very good that at least he couldn't hit any of the America scorings because I got them, so that's the good part. And well, who knows, maybe the lone gunman will be back. Alright, he's just securing everything in Africa, that makes sense. I guess I can brush Algeria now. Yep. So Queen Saharan didn't matter. Okay, and now I will space myself. Okay, let's see if he has it. One small step, or not one small step. Okay, so my hand was really good, but his hand was crazy too. Like, possibly... Okay, I'm not gonna say it's better. Okay, if you know that the brush war is gonna fail, it was even better than mine. What a crazy hand. I'm not complaining about mine. Finally, I got a good hand after what's been happening this game, so that was a pretty crazy turn. A lot of situations were resolved. I'm afraid I don't see Middle East here, which means that either I'm lucky, and it will come after the reshuffle, or he got the Middle East and he's just gonna score it for like 1,000,000 points. Yeah, for fucking 8. Sure. Okay, Cuban Missile Crisis is not good. All those cards are terrible headlines. Basically, Salt is the only option, right? I have no red events. There are some red cards in the deck that are kind of problematic for him if he has them, so maybe I could purge him. But I'm not sure if that leads to anything. Not really. Okay, sure, let's see the headline. Bear Trap, okay. At least, I mean, ugh. Okay, technically he still may have Middle East, honestly. It actually doesn't mean much. He could still have Middle East, and the Bear Trap is kind of a waiting move that shows him what I have got. Well, okay, so now it's kind of crucial to get out as soon as possible. ABM is kind of lame, but it hits Africa well. Junta is good, but it hits only irrelevant regions for now. Brush War is very random and it may fail again. Purge is decent, but I don't get to use it immediately because I'm in the Bear Trap, so it kind of doesn't make sense. Indo-Pac is really random, UN is not needed here. Muslim Rev is pretty fucking efficient, but if I take it, it's kind of easy to play around it. Decal is suboptimal. The question is, do I fight for Africa, like, realistically this turn? Honestly, I think I would take Cha if I had... if I could, but I can't. So now probably out of the things left, ABM for an additional Africa coup is probably the best I can do. Okay, at least I'm out. That's fortunate. Let's see if he has the list. He's open. Okay, makes sense. Okay, I guess my priority before I even start queuing is getting at least presence in the Middle East. So let's grab it. Do I want to overprotect Venezuela or Argentina? The problem with that is that if I overprotect Venezuela, he can strike Argentina, and if I overprotect Argentina, he can just strike Venezuela. So since I cannot protect both with one card right now, I will just not bother. He had it. I mean, he now had it. Alright, I guess there is no need to wait anymore. Let's strike Zaire. Please roll well. I really need it now. Okay, thank you. That's fortunate. That's something. Uh-oh. Okay. So I guess he's paying 3 VPs to deny me a coup. Oh, and he fails! Hell yeah! That's what I needed to see. Okay. Queuing Cameroon with Latin American dev squads is basically as successful on average as queuing Angola with ABM, right? Here I need, let's say, a 3 reasonably, and here I need... yeah, basically a 3, preferably a 4. Interesting. I could do something silly like take Cameroon with shuttle diplomacy or something like that, but there's probably no need to do that. I think I can still take a risk. Okay, actually I think I will just go with ABM, because if I hit Angola successfully, I will set up my own African domination instantly. Oh no! Okay, I'm sorry, I'm low IQ. I'm just low IQ. I didn't count. I actually just... I looked at Africa and I was so sure that it will happen, but actually it's 5-5 now. I'm stupid. Okay. I hope he doesn't have US-Japan defense pact. Please don't have a 4-up. This one time. Ziemowit. I'm begging you. One time. No US-Japan. Please. I beg you. I don't know what I was expecting, to be honest. Whatever. Sure, let's go. Now all the 3 ops that are left are red, so he doesn't have a good response to that. Okay, now he sees my headline, that's problematic. I got both the scorings, that's problematic too. I get AVM and Brush War, that's not problematic. Okay. Okay, that's something. He got Che, unfortunate, but he cannot play it. He got Quagmire and he got Socialist, so he got all the good red events, but for him it's not that useful, and I got all the neutral events, which is great. Unless he got Junta, then I guess not. One small step is funny, but I don't think I will be eventing that. South African unrest is back. That's actually interesting. Wait, what the hell? I could wait. This is real, right? I could headline South African unrest and just score Africa domination. No? Wait, this looks actually like the play, right? So like, what's like, I know 4 cards from his hand, so he has 5 unknown cards, so it's like 1 in 9 chance of him getting Missile Envy, and from all he knows, he may just be shooting for Shuttle Diplomacy, so I guess I will not be playing around that. South African Unrest looks really solid here. The problem is, what do I do after that, but maybe I can just headline it and see what he does in response. Interesting. There are basically 3 options. I can drop Africa, I can coup something, or I can take Angola and Algeria with ops and let him coup. I'm not really sure what's the best play here, because I don't think I'm realistically fighting for the Middle Eastern domination or even a draw here. It doesn't look like it. Unless I want to use ABM or Brush to hit like Libya. That would be a play, but that could be something I would do. Actually, like, the more I think about it, the less stupid it looks. Purge. Okay, what does that change? So like, so I could coup Angola now, using Shuttle, for example. And then if he wants, he may repair Algeria and South Africa, but that doesn't change much. If he has a 4-up, then it still looks like he cannot really get Africa domination. If I coup with a 1-up and fail, then it's a tragedy and I cannot afford that. So let's coup with Shuttle. Okay, 3 is good enough for the purpose of this turn. Having done this, I'm basically forfeiting Middle East, which is sad but not surprising at all. It was to be expected. So I hope he doesn't do anything really aggressive. The part of his hand that I know is pretty limiting for him, so I just hope he... Why? Why? What the fuck? 2 cards he redrew. Nuclear Testban and Red Scare Purge. Bro! I mean, okay, honestly, okay, sure. Have it. Sure. No problem. I got ABM and Brush on turn 4, turn 5, yes, 5, and then redrew them both on turn 7. That's fair, but sheesh. Like, Mr. Big Spender headlines are writing themselves. Okay, to hit Brazil with Brush I need at least a 4, here I need at least a 5. Brush is more versatile in this game. Oh, should have gone for Brush. RIP. It was not a bad roll though. Getting to have an influence point in Brazil is good itself. Okay, that's to be expected. I think I still need to do this now. Yeah, Brushware is not doing anything for me this game. Oh, okay, so he doesn't take China from me? Sure, why not? Okay, so the one small step question is always tricky. I'm not even sure. I probably shouldn't use it because grain sales, but now when he basically gave up on the idea of taking China from me, now it doesn't look that bad. Usuri is still somewhere, but CIA is gone. Oh yeah, let's start with Allende. Oh, good roll. Okay, good scoring. Wait, no way I'm back from this game. What the hell? Okay, I guess going to Colombia just makes him quit, but I think that's fine, honestly. If he wants to coup on his AR. Like, also, I know his cards. Those are Quagmire and Che. He's just spacing something now, so he cannot really respond to it. Uh-oh, that's unfortunate. War games? No war games, and Ames is really risky. The goal doesn't achieve anything, Europe is tragic. So does he have defectors? That's basically the question. I could go really safe with Europe, I could go something in between with Marine, or I could go with Ames to hope he doesn't have defectors. It's really improbable that he does have defectors, like about... What, that's not even 20%, that's more like 17? Okay, reasonable. So, yes, Che, Pershing, another 4 East European unrest. Okay, that's another pretty strong hand, but I get to take one card away from it, which helps. Now, East European or US Japan. Probably US Japan. Yeah, okay. After I take US Japan from it, it's not as scary of a hand, actually. And he will need some strategy managing all the problems in his hand. As will I, by the way, but we don't speak about this here. Oh, thank you. I needed you to roll that one. Yeah, I'm taking Libya because this game looks like it may end in the final scoring, so let's take care of the scored regions. Okay, this is not getting better, let's be realistic. I know he has Pershing, and he will probably even give Pershing to me, but I don't think he will let me score this uninterrupted, so... Okay, unfortunate, but kinda whatever. He's not gonna be able to drop anything anyway, so... Solidarity, cool. Okay, at least I didn't lose the roll there. So he has Iran Contra, Yuri Samantha, Pershing, and what is European unrest? Makes sense. I'm really glad he won't be able to hold his European unrest. Oh, come on. Sure. Then I guess... Okay, this is really shitty. Okay, this means I'm basically giving him the China card for sure, so I can just as well start with that. So, because of grain sales, I have to give up the China card anyway, one way or another. Either I play it or I give him usury. So, if I am to play the China card anyway, then I can just as well use it to not give him VOAS at least, because VOAS is pretty scary. Maybe I can hold it till the end of times. Okay. This is kind of unfortunate. I mean, and by unfortunate, I mean it's probably it's just my mistake. But I didn't really leverage the Europe scoring in my hand. Maybe I could. That's always risky, but maybe the correct play was to hold it, so that Pershing is kind of limiting for him, because now it's clearly not. I'm not really sure what to make of this whole Venezuela-Brazil situation. I think I will leave the goal as my AR7 play, and I'll probably use it to overprotect Europe. I'm prioritizing South Korea over North Korea because of Cal event. That's devastating, and of course 1 VP difference in Asia scoring is kind of relevant, but probably not as much. Maybe that was a mistake. Maybe I should have taken East European unrest instead of US Japan. Makes sense. I could do something in South America, but I think I will just do this. Reformer is still there. This is really risky, man. Sure, let's see. If he gets Chernobyl and wins by Europe, then shit. And he realigns Venezuela. Okay. Okay. I don't know. I'm kind of short on time here, so my decisions may not be optimal. Uh-oh. Okay, no Chernobyl in this hand, and Gunman in this hand, and no War Games in this hand. This is bad. I cannot really do anything about this though. Let's just go for the lone gunman, I guess. Sure. This is interesting. Hey, I just hope he doesn't have Chernobyl. Or if he does, maybe his hand is as poor as mine. That would be nice too. And if he had a hand like this, Chernobyl wouldn't fucking help, okay? That's all I'm saying. It's interesting if he has... Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Okay, that's it. Okay, he has a really, really rich hand. That's a fucking disgrace. What the hell? Another crazy hand. Okay, sure. I mean, okay, maybe I'm just comparing it to mine, but... Okay, with this it doesn't work, with this it can't work either. So this just doesn't work. I At least he doesn't have Asia scoring, I guess. Sure, go Guatemala. Yeah, that makes sense. Probably still use Junta on Brazil. Okay, so if he space the Reformer is the only problematic card in his hand. So I guess if he finds a way to get rid of it, then I can use Latin American Debt Crisis efficiently. OPEC is not gonna get better, and it may get a bit worse if he realigns me from Venezuela or wins Iran-Iraq war. Okay, since he spaces it immediately to counter war games, which I don't have, so yeah, that's that. Now Latin American Debt Crisis is a great card. So what 3-ups he has? He has AWACS, which he needs to event. He has Muslim, which is now a 4-up, and Flower Power, which is now a 4-up. That's fine. Okay, I will not be eventing that, so let's use it. I will probably not be eventing Iran in the Pakistani war either, so I think that coup of Guatemala was probably wrong, but yeah, sure. I didn't expect anything more from this. Sure, let's get a VP. Now is probably a great moment to give up one VP, since I can afford it and still be in the War Games territory, and instead of cooing something, just put more points in East Germany and Poland, because Chernobyl is still in the game. Another 4-up and one 4-up to come after that as well. Yeah, Venezuela. Yay. Yay. That's nice. By this I'm forcing him to give me liberation theology, so that's why I'm not taking Venezuela. Because with liberation breaking Mexico, it's still hard for him to play, and I'm denying him a 4-up, and he cannot really afford to not give me that event, because then I would just take Brazil over and secure Argentina for days. So I guess that's still a worthy cause. No war games, another shitty hand, nothing to see here. Yeah, absolutely disgusting. Sure, go for Glasnost because at least it's 2 VP, I guess. Whoa. Abysmal. So now the question is, does he have Asia scoring basically? If he does, he probably wins. I don't have a playable 3-up. I don't have a single playable 3-up. I have 2 playable 2-ups. I had a 4-up, but I had to headline it for a shitty value because otherwise, what am I doing? Maybe headlining Summit at -2? Maybe Summit is the card that is always won by the person who has lesser chance of winning it when it's evented, so maybe that was the play, but I don't really feel it. Ah, what a sad game. I guess my first move is to take Venezuela. Feels like that's correct. I wonder what I do if he headlines Skull or something like that. And it's a bit tricky. But if Defcon is at 4, I probably take Venezuela, and if he coups Angola, then I coup back, and then we keep playing the game.
Today I say as long as this gate is closed, as long as this scar of a wall is permitted to stand, it is not the German question alone that remains open, but the question of freedom for all mankind.
You know what would be funny? If he headlined Missile Envy and got Chernobyl out of it because I have no other free ups. That would be cinema. I don't even know if he chooses Europe then. It looks like he may just choose South America to take Venezuela. Incredible stuff.
С праздником всех вас, дорогие товарищи! Пусть он укрепит нас в стремлении сделать все ради возрождения Родины и идти вперед по пути социалистического обновления.
He's taking a lot of time. What the hell? This game is cinema. Sure, have at it. Alright, so yeah, what a great turn 10 hand, bro. What a great turn 10 hand. This is incredible. Maybe he will lose on time actually. Maybe now he starts calculating whether he can hold Europe control or not, and then we see what's going on. I guess if he chooses South America, then I just coup Mexico. I could also coup. Yeah, he does that. Sure, I think I coup Mexico. Yeah, right. Okay, if he takes Venezuela, then I can try realigning Argentina, I guess. But that would require me to not overprotect Angola, and I kind of need to do it. Okay, he gets VPs. Okay, he plays around war games, that's understandable. US-Japan is gone, so technically Japan is up for grabs. Like, okay, I could bluff by going in there, but I'm not going to. I cannot afford it, I think. I will just overprotect Angola and try to win like this. I don't If he has Asia, it's over. There is no way for me to win. If he takes South America over, then he gets like 5 from there probably. He gets slight advantage from Americas. It's equal. I think I just lose. I don't think I can win this game. Not with these ops. These ops are absolutely unplayable. I don't even think I can dominate Africa, since I will have to give him puppets. Maybe, I don't know how bad are puppets. Maybe puppets are not that bad. Because the best I can do here is just queuing low stability non-battlegrounds. That's all this hand is acceptable for. So it. Oh, I wish he used it as an event. Okay, whatever. Let's space this. Okay, so far his hand has been only slightly better than mine. But he has the China card, so that kind of fixes it all for him, I think. He can take Southeast African states, Dominican Republic and El Salvador or something like that. But that's not really impressive. Okay, that's kinda whatever. Let's keep going. Okay. Sure.
thwarting the human impulse to create, to enjoy, to worship.
A free up! Where did you get that? That's unfair. Okay, let's quickly count this. So with that it's at 0, he gets 10 from here. Okay, I don't think I can win. So I need to flip something really, really badly. Probably Algeria is my best shot at it. Let's go for it then. Nope, nope. GG. Yep. Okay. I hope you enjoyed this game. It was... well, it ended as I expected it would end, but the path there was a bit different than I thought after first 2 turns or so. I thought I would get crushed, but good scorings in the early mid-war kind of saved it, and therefore whatever. Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't have any bright commentary about this game anymore. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.